Hello guys, welcome to the channel. We are in my kitchen today. I am cleaning some guayaba. I'm not sure what this fruit is called. Is guava? I'm not sure. I think it's guava in English. This is so good. But I'm cleaning it because I'm gonna make juice for Gabby and Maxwell. It has a lot of vitamins, so I like to do a lot of natural stuff since I'm here with them, and we can get fresh fruits from the market and from the actual trees. Like these fruits, let me show you. I have it in a bag. I got it from my grandmother's patio. So my grandmother lives like two blocks, not like 2 minutes away from my house. I was there because I go all the time to visit her. My dad lives there. My aunt and my uncle live there. They take care of my grandma. So I go there all the time, every single day, few times a day, because we live around. So in today's video, I want to be very clear. Let me take one and eat it over there. I have my light here that I can move everywhere. I'm gonna watch this. And we have an important topic to talk about today. I also am gonna show you some new members of the family. You guys are gonna be so happy. But let's talk about living abroad, the United States, and the decision that made me realize that I was no longer chasing the American dream, and actually realizing that the American dream does not exist. It's very hard to understand that part, but I'm gonna break it down for you so that you understand. When people move abroad, especially to the United States, we move because we want something different for our families. We move there because we want something different for our family, better education. And I don't want to say that's not possible, but there's so much stuff going on in the United States that those facts are can vary all the time. When I moved to the United States when I was 11, around 12, I went through a lot of stuff in school, a lot of stuff that I never went through here in the Dominican Republic when I was in middle school and in elementary school. Kids are different. The way they think is different. The way they act is different. And I thought I only saw that on movies, but the kids in the United States, especially American kids, they speak to their parents in a very bad manner. Now, I'm not getting into that now because everybody has their own ways of raising kids. But let me tell you something, not here in the Dominican Republic. You're not going to come with that BS to your parents. They will put you in your place because you have to respect. But that's another topic for another video. The topic for today is why I think the American dream is broken. I made a video maybe 2 years ago where I said that I did not longer want the American dream because it was not, that's a false statement. Everybody goes to America for a better life. It's not true. When we get to America, everything is so easy to acquire, and they put everything so easy for you to get, so that you start accumulating debt. That I don't think is a country of bettering yourself. It's a country that wants you to think that everything is better and more developed. But meanwhile, you are just putting yourself in a situation where you're not going to get out of debt, never. You're going to have to be working for the rest of your life to pay a mortgage or to pay bills or to pay all your credit card debts, where the majority of these kids now, 20, 25, they think that if they're not driving a Lamborghini or they don't have multiple businesses making 6-7 figures a month, they're not happy or they're not successful. Successful can be different for everybody. So when you start finding within yourself, because it's within you that you have the truth of yourself and your true purpose, you start realizing that all those things are just materialistic things that others have put in place for us to think that that is the meaning of a successful, and it's not true. I'm going to tell you why. You can have all the money in the world and still be broken inside. You have to find what really makes you happy. I'm going to give you an example. A lot of us that are living in the United States, especially people from the Dominican Republic, we come back to the Dominican Republic and we do not want to leave. Think about that for a second. So if you come back to your roots, you enjoy yourself with your family, with your friends, you feel more alive. When you come here to the Dominican Republic and you don't want to leave, what is your inner self telling you? It's telling you that that's where you belong. But we have become a society where we ignore our individual truth and our individual power of recognizing what is good and what is bad for us, because we are waiting to be validated from somebody else. We all need validation now, and that is not good. We have to start thinking for ourselves and look within and start looking within, because we all have the power to be successful in our own manners. Look, I am in the credit repair business. I'm not a financial advisor, but I'm a consultant. I help a lot of people with their credit. I give them tips, but they have to do their own research in order to get a better credit. But I've been doing this for 3 years. This is what I do from here, from the Dominican Republic, and that's how I make money. I make money also from digital products. I make money directly from other platforms like Facebook and YouTube. I make money from memberships, a lot of stuff I have. And one thing that I've learned is that if you start comparing yourself to your competition, you're never going to be successful. When I started this business in the credit game, there was a lot of people doing credit. I do this in Spanish because I try to help my Spanish community. And I started looking around, right? And I saw a lot of people were talking about credit, but I decided to be different. I decided to start talking according to my experience and the thing that I learned. I never looked around to see content from other creators, because I said to myself, I don't want to repeat the same thing. I'm just going to talk about my experience. I'm going to help people with what I know. And whatever it comes, it comes. And that's exactly how I built my business. I was able to build my business around my own experience, on my own research. And that's the same tips I give to them. Because if you start comparing yourself, but for example, Maria has more people than you. Maria has a lot of more followers than you. She dressed nicely. She has this car. She has that car. She has a lot of money. She has mansion. Then I'm going to want to compete with Maria, because I think that in order for me to be successful in my business, the same business that she's in, I need to get into that too, because that's the meaning of successful. And it's not. I made more than 7-figure on 2024. Living in a decent apartment in Flushing, New York, while I was doing with the money a lot of things. I did lose a lot of money because at the time I didn't know how to manage that amount in so short term. I was good at budgeting and all of that, but to my life, there came a lot of people that they were fools. They were bad people, so they stole a lot of money from me. But whatever, that's another story. But what I'm trying to say is, I was just a regular person making a lot of money just because I trusted the process and I believed in myself and I gave myself the chance to be different. So with this, what I want to say is that you have the ability to be different than everybody else. Don't get stuck just because you look different, you are different, and you don't have what others have. It's okay. Define your purpose in other ways. Don't look at your partners, at your friends in order to do something similar to them just because you want to fit in, or that you want to make sure that you're aligned with their purpose or their meaning of successful. You're successful, it's totally different. So with this being said, if you want to move, give me 1 second because The mosquitoes are acting up around here at this time. Remember, I have plantation in the back, so some mosquitoes come around all the time, but whatever. With this being said, if your dream is to move abroad, especially to move in the Dominican Republic, you are going to be very happy. I don't know why I didn't started thinking about moving into the Dominican Republic before. Maybe because for Dominican families, coming back is to come back to because you're a loser. But when I started realizing that, especially if I was making dollars with the skill that I was able to learn, I could live a very comfortable life here in the Dominican Republic. So you can do the same thing. It's not hard. It's just learning something that you can sell abroad. Or if you're going to come to the Dominican Republic, well, then try to do something that you can maintain yourself, selling something, business, whatever. It's not impossible, but you have to start creating that plan for yourself. It's not going to come out of the blue. You have to make the decision. You don't need a lot of money to live in the Dominican Republic. You don't need to have everything figured out. The only thing that you need is to change that mentality that you have, that it's not possible, and change it to it is possible. Start being grateful for all the things that you have, and start creating a plan, a short-term plan for everything that you want to acquire in a long-term manner. With this being said, everything is possible. So make sure that you start acting as if you already have that you wish for. Thank you so much for watching the video. I am gonna now show you the new members of our family. You guys are going to be so happy. Let's go. So this is the backyard of the house. I have some clothes that I sent from New Jersey. Remember, I went and I was living there for like 2 months, but I sent everything back to DR. We have 2 new members of the family, which I want to show you. Here is, let me show you this baby. This is Luna. And Luna has 1 month old. We went to check some chicken because we are going to make a place for having chickens for eggs. And well, she likes to be there, so I leave it there. That's a Chihuahua, a very small Chihuahua, number 1. And they were selling it for 1,000 pesos. That's like maybe $12. So we purchased her. She's so cute. Max loves her, and Gabby is so happy. I'm gonna show you now the background, the patio of the house. Very beautiful. We bought 2 bunnies. They're all around. I'm not sure where they at because I let them go so that they can let me see, so that they can just be around a little bit because they were bored. Let me see if I see them. There is one. Very cutie. Very cutie. Say hi. So that's one, and the other one is over here. Cutie, where you going? It's very cute. So we are going to make a place for them to be comfortable, and I'm pretty sure I'm going to be showing you a lot of them in a few months because they have babies all the time. This is the patio. This is how it's going. I am so happy. I'm going to be making another video about that probably this week so that you guys can see everything I have planted here. And this is the other member of the family. Look how cute. Look how cute. Her name is Abreu. And Abreu came here yesterday. She doesn't have a mom and she was in the streets. So we took her. She's so cute. She drinks a lot of milk and she thinks that I'm her mom. ¿Qué pasa? ¿Qué pasa? Ven. Ven. ¿Qué pasó, chiquita? ¿Qué pasa? She thinks I'm her mom. I give her milk all the time. ¿Qué pasa, chiquita linda? I take her out and I give her some kisses and hugs, but right now we put her there because then she eats the plant. We have milk for her. We give her 3-4 times a day. And yeah. So with this being said, make sure that you think about all the things that I was talking about with you. And that if you have a dream of coming to Dominican Republic, especially a nice campo like I live, you can do it. Don't let nobody tell you otherwise. Make sure you subscribe to the channel. You leave your comments and your opinions, and I'll be glad to read them and respond to you. Bye.